I'll do the intro. And
Very good.
hello, everyone, and welcome to the PK Scramble 2024 tournament. We just had some technical difficulties, and the race started before we thought it would, so we missed the first 40 seconds. But here we are. We're live. I don't even remember if I said that I'm Jay Tolmar, but I am, and I'm joined by Mick McGurk. How are you doing, Gurk?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is the last match of the Danger Bracket from round of 8 Danger Bracket. And one of these runners is going to be eliminated, the other is going to continue onwards in the race, and then we'll be starting up the next round of brackets tonight. So we'll be announcing seed new flags for next week at the end of this one. Should be a good time. And of course, today's flags, as the last one in this bracket, are slow level items, so level 35 max items, 30% enemy spawns, and box items and NPC items are 100% unscaled.
I've only watched a couple of these. They felt pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's. I think the flags worked out okay. I actually went into it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna set low level shop items and normal level box items, but I just changed the flag numbers so that the box scaling is based on type of item instead of source of item. So I was like, oh no, Past Tolmar has screwed me over.
Alright.
Anyway, we've got key to the Shack, Happy Winters as our starting stuff. Did you see what the
I did not see the meteorite piece. I did see the bubblegum sales lady was the bubblegum.
Okay, Key to the Shack is the meteorite piece.
Oh, okay.
Or at least I assume, because it was in Fitz's inventory. And a wad of bills. That's not useful yet. Wad of bills is, Oh, we got the hard hat already. That's kind of funny. That's an NPC item, so it's unscaled. Hard hat's not super good, but, you know.
It's pretty good at the very beginning.
Yes, yeah, it's three layers up, so I don't mean to disparage it, but it's not a coin.
It definitely outlives it. It definitely outlives its usefulness.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
So yeah, they don't really have any obvious go-to plays. It's Sharks and Giant Step and Tessie Ride open. I would do Sharks, but
we do also have the cabin kid item available.
Oh, you're right, and Lilliput, which is actually 2 sanctuaries then. If this was a 2 sank seed, we'd already be halfway there.
Hey, both runners going to check out the looks like the prisoner.
Yep, made that decision about the same time.
So this will bring us down to the final 8 of the tournament, is that right?
Yes, 4 in each bracket after this.
Oh, look, it's a dumb kid seed.
Hey, dumb kid seed. Right. And then we have to check Jeff's item, because he starts with one in his inventory. Which hopefully we'll be able to snag off of
a diamond.
A diamond. Interesting.
Not currently useful.
Yeah, that and the wad of bills like have a good chance of. Well, the diamond can make the wad of bills redundant. I guess the other way around is not quite true. And Fred loses a cookie. Doesn't take the teleport out. Not taking the teleport out is reasonable if you think this is going to be a reverse 2 seed. It is quicker to do it now than to do it from the valley.
Oh, we've got some brain food lunch theft.
Yeah, I think this one's basically always brain food lunches now, so it's the meta. It's coded to include at least one good item, and I think brain food lunches are good food item. I think brain food lunches are the lowest level good food.
Now, I already forgot, we just said it, but are these items unscaled?
The shop items?
No, the presents.
Presents are unscaled.
Okay. Yep.
But the
Alright.
max item level is 35. So
So
between
normally that seeing a Mr. Saturn coin there would be very scary, but
yes, you cannot vibe check with items because it's unscaled. You can't even vibe check with how much damage these enemies are doing because you have on Fred's side there's high level defense items on both of them. So we got Starman Deluxe, but it does look like Fred might be slightly out of. Yeah, I think Fred's a little bit out of logic, but
yeah, we're not doing enough damage here.
Yeah, does he have Rockin'? Yeah, I don't think this is. I don't think it's doable if he does. Yeah, he's forfeiting. Fred
The only
agrees.
possibility might have been if the bottle rocket would have done it, assuming Jeff has one, but
Oh yeah. Oh, Jeff always starts with some sort of bottle rocket.
right, we're not on any kind of shuffle or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's a PSI shuffle, he'll start with, the bottle rocket slot item.
That is a lot of enemies there. I'm going to
Yeah, that's
not a great.
that's Freeze Iota. That's the smallest one.
And still hits a lot.
I guess his Refrigerate Beta is even lower. So, yeah. Okay. This is probably not it. I think the seed expects them to clear out some of these sanctuaries first.
It looks like it. Looks like Giant Step and Lilliput are first, apparently.
Yeah, that's pretty typical. Logic does not know that avoiding sanctuaries is the meta. So if you get a lot of them unlocked right at the start, you can end up with something like this, where it's just hard to make progress without getting some levels somewhere. Because the logic thinks you have the levels from the sanctuaries.
We'll see fcoughlin taking a dive into the into the cultist house. Teddy bear.
Yeah, I like this move though. In unscaled, it's not like as good. It's just two presents instead of two potentially high level presents.
Taking the advice of clearing a sank, it looked like.
Yeah, and there's a lot of presents in this one. Actually, I think this is a better choice than Giant Step. If you decide to loot this place because it's unscaled, as soon as you find your unscaled high-level weapon, then you're good to go.
OneFreeFitz has completed the arcade fight, and it will be a pencil eraser.
Wow, I wasn't watching this. I didn't expect him to get through.
No, I did not see as well. I'm going to assume that the bottle rocket was used.
Yeah, that gets through one of the bosses. Maybe the other one had less defense. What was the other one? Thunder and Storm?
Thunder and Storm, yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, we need a band hammer.
Yeah, I can get that in just a second, unless someone gets it before me. Apparently I do not have the modded tools on popped out chat. Yep, someone got it. Thanks, Derek. Pop gun is an actual weapon for Jeff, which will definitely help. Once again, not getting those Endoseeds things. Just a few layers in. But a weapon is always better than none. Unless it's the yo-yo.
That was a very quick Frankenstein Mark II fight.
Yeah, Frankenstein's actually pretty weak. It's kind of funny, because I remember playing this for the first time as a kid, just being, oh, this is so hard.
He tends to get a little crazy on the higher scales, but also he only attacks every other turn by default.
Oh yeah, and also on the higher scales, you have freeze usually. Yeah. It's very weak to freeze. And we've got a Tessie. Anyone in chat, let us know that you have your Tessie emotes.
I've got some.
You've got some. Everybody know. It's Tessie time. So majestic. What do you think Tessie's thinking about?
I hope Tessie is thinking about not dropping the kids.
Yeah, that would be good. I look at her and I think, probably not thinking about much of anything. It sounds very relaxing.
I hope let's hope this second run in for the arcade goes better for Fred.
Yeah, I think the extra levels and having a actual weapon for one of the kids is going to help. Pebble and Jet saying there's equivalent to the Sandlot bat, which I never really think of it in that way. I don't think of Jeff weapons as being equivalent to anything because there's just so many of them. It's just like, oh yeah, it's Jeff weapon.
The pop gun and stun gun are really good if you have them right away. They are severely over leveled, like what an entry level.
Interesting. Like the first one's like +10, right? So it's.
I think the pop gun must be +20. I don't know for sure. Maybe the stun gun's 20. I don't know for sure. Who knows? It's Jeff.
Yeah. I remember them. Oh, they mentioned it. I remember being high. The crack bat's +4, which is still worth it right at the start. I think it's better than hitting him with your fists, but. Oh, we already got a meme.
Wow.
And it's gonna be Son of a Monkey, I bet you.
OneFreeFitz taking a safety save in Brick Road.
I think that's pretty reasonable. He went in backwards.
Yeah, he did go in backwards, yep.
Interesting. If we didn't have easy deaths on, then that would have ruined that safety save, because now going in backwards and then out despawns the monsters, which is an old speedrunning trick from Ancient Cave. And in PK Scramble, it annoys Mr. Brickroad, and he won't heal you anymore.
There you go, 16 and 24. So that is, for entry-level items, quite powerful.
Yeah, that's some strong stuff.
fcoughlin has picked up Pencil Eraser. And now has the option of Reverse Tucson or Winters.
Yeah, I really like the Reverse Tucson here. Because they also have that wad of bills, and that gets you all the way to another kid check.
Yep. And possibly kid that's maybe high, because the other items were behind. And Reverse Tucson it will be.
All right, Fred's gonna head on that way. Yeah, since you have to chain a few checks to get over there, it's possible that the logic takes a long time to get over there, so it could be a high-level kid, like you say.
And we see Fred benefiting from his choice to clear out the pokey fight. Walk right through there.
Yeah, panned out nicely. Just have to walk on through here. Also on Fitz's side, we have a pond cave. I never manage to look over at pond cave while the pond is on screen.
Same.
Like, I know it's a meme that the pond is just, like, half a tile big, but still, I think I'd see it sometimes.
Captain Strong was a little difficult, but he's gone.
Yeah, none of the Rockins missed, so better than my Captain Strongs.
Let's see, that is Rainy Circle down for OneFreeFitz. Now they both have one sanctuary completed.
Nice. Also, I guess that's 3 sanctuaries open, so
yep.
Very zoomy looking seed so far. Of course, it's always possible to get goose chased for the rest of it. Back before alt win conditions, you'd pretty much just guess that one of these would end up being a Paula hunt or a meteorite piece hunt. We got a call from Fitz saying that Apple Kid has the zombie paper, so I'm gonna bet you that's necessary, given that this is already 3 to access.
Yeah, it looks like it. Could be as simple as just getting like a meteorite piece from the buggy tent tour.
Yeah. Eraser. You don't like to see that.
Yeah, that's yeah. We don't like it.
Strong reason to put this off, so you know whether or not you actually have to do that when it comes up. Oh, and Coughlin has walked into Belch's radius. I don't know if that was intentional. Looks like he's gonna go for it. Looks like he's deciding whether. Oh, okay. Checking the damage and then.
That's not good.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna pan out. Did not work on Belch. Yeah, that's good reason to use that forfeit button, I think. And Fitz is getting meme time. Bonks.
Bonks for life? Nice.
I thought it was gonna be bonks for sale. I think I could buy some bonks.
Bonks for charity, I was thinking maybe for a second.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Apple Kid's Mouse was the eraser, and we're diving right in. We may as well. We're here.
Yeah,
We just
I wouldn't be able to convince myself that I can bail, right? Like, going back here stinks even more than going in here.
Yeah, we just hope that it isn't ridiculously out of scale, or if it is, we find out right away.
Yeah, really what you don't want is it to be just barely out of scale, because then you're like struggling all the way through it. It's like, oh, it's probably necessary. I'm not ready.
Oh, that's a nice item to get. A bomb.
Yeah, fun for everyone. So this is the abridged Stonehenge. I don't think we've seen it yet in this tournament. And the abridged version of Stonehenge just merges all of the flashing purple rooms into this one. It has all the items, but you can just go down right here, and then you're out of the flashing purple area. The rest of it's the same as usual, but it does cut down the length of it quite a bit.
And you don't know how much you appreciate it until you
Go back
roll
to
a
the
Sanchez Brothers seeds that doesn't have it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I feel like the Mole Cave is a much more elegant design, but at least this one gets rid of the worst part of the dungeon.
I saw a gold bracelet in that present, which is a nice item to find. I mean, I wouldn't never want to buy it, but very, very happy to pick one up.
Yeah. Yes, Earthbound is a little too realistic about the prices of its golden, platinum, etc. Items, just costing more than everything else. Oh, well, I'm glad that you think a bridge Stonehenge is still intuitive, because that one I was worried about. I actually was also worried about Mole Cave, but Mole Cave's not too bad. You can miss the second mole onto the tunnel sometimes, but the rest of it's okay.
Ooh, a laser gun.
A laser gun.
That's after zip gun. That's
yeah,
like
it's the first
one, I think.
Geez, I don't know the number. I just know it's the first one of the laser ones.
Yeah.
I kind of have Jeff items as just like the gun ones, the laser ones, and then the really cool laser ones. And then if I think about it hard, I might be able to remember what the order is within each of those. And Mr. Baseball Bat for Fred. That's what I like to see. Going for 10th before picking up the kid. Must be feeling pretty confident.
If we have paralysis, it's a good call.
Yeah. Oh, if it's Paula, I don't think it is. But oh, we got hypnosis.
Yeah, that's true. You would want the experience for Paula if you could.
Yeah. So if you have one of these like borderline pokey fights, like this one, do you spam all your PSI to start and hope it goes away? Or do you bash until his stinky gas makes it so you don't bash for much and then use all your PSI?
Yeah, I think, I mean, he doesn't... If your PSI, well, it seems like it worked out okay. If your PSI is speed-based, it's not the greatest against Pokey.
That's true. Fred did get through with the PSI, so that was the right call. It'd have to be more borderline to need that extra damage from starting with bashes.
That is a jar of fly honey, so 4 sinks.
Wow.
Unfortunately, OneFreeFitz did not survive. Saw that we were down at Jeff.
Yeah, I didn't see how far into Stonehenge you got either.
It was on the boss.
Yeah, that's a bad place to take a wipe. And deciding to duck out.
Yeah, it was Trillinage Sprout, and it was spicy.
Spicy sprouts.
Well, we can hope that it isn't required. I would think it will be, but we'll see.
The thought of spicy sprouts just makes me want to have a spicy salad for lunch today.
Nice.
And that's what I'll do afterwards. Oh, and it's Pooh. So this is really looking like a Paula hunt. Because they're going to hit 4 Sanks without Paula and without Meteorite Piece.
Yeah, I think we're going to be making it to Foresight here soon.
Yeah, Foresight will unlock. They have the diamond already, so there's 3 checks over there.
Who had the police badge?
That's useless, Pooh. There'll be also a teleport in Saturn Valley, so plenty of places that this can still open up past what we know. There. Nice.
Ooh, quick work of Frankenstein Mark II is a second Sank for OneFreeFitz. Looks like fcoughlin is heading straight to Saturn Valley.
Yeah, makes sense. He's not having level problems, so I don't know why you'd start going through your sanctuaries. I guess he still has winters, but yeah, you still have reasonable progression. I think unlocking Saturn Valley is like the only way forward. Like, there's no key item that'll get you a teleport right now, so yeah,
Yep,
that's
it's
just the
definitely
best
going to
play.
be required. I think anyway. Yeah, there's
Yeah, I can't.
any other path.
I can't think of any other way to get out of the beginning of the game. So, do we need to do this? Looks like he took the tent cutscene and then decided this is required. So Fred's gonna go get the sanctuary and then find out that it's Eraser or Evasive, and once again, someone's gonna have to decide whether or not to do that. There are a lot of open items that we know about and runners should know about. Yeah, so I don't know if you decide to pick it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it were me, I probably would take it. I just don't want to come back and find it's the meteorite piece.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would definitely just go up and get the meteorite piece at this point.
Or get the
Assuming that I had figured out that there are a bunch of checks over in Foreside that are left over.
Yeah, I think yeah, it would be a good play to just go get the hint and not do something you don't have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, OneFreeFitz did get the pokey shack fight
Right.
on top of the hill. Those hill climbing cultists.
I didn't realize that Fitz still hadn't done the reverse pencil. Their routes have really diverged. Oh, chat's reminding us of something very important. It's time for more Tessies.
More Tessie. Oh, I only clicked 3 that time. Sorry.
It's okay.
Tessie.
Thank you, Flying Walrus, for reminding us that Tessie.
Yeah, I mean, the routes are going to converge probably around heading towards Saturn Valley, I think.
Yeah, it sounds pretty reasonable. I don't really have a good sense of how long these dungeons take for Fred.
Right, they take a little bit less due to being higher leveled.
That's true. I kind of want to say Fitz is in the lead, but I'm not entirely sure here.
Yeah, I think if we don't have to go back to Stonehenge and Coughlin does Stonehenge, then yeah, I'd say OneFreeFitz is in the lead. But
oh yeah, if
we have to go
Fred
back,
does Stonehenge and it turns out to be required, then yeah. If it's required and Fred does it, then he's way in the lead.
A couple life noodles.
Delicious. Eat them with the spicy sprouts. Oh, Fitz almost took that fight too.
It looked like we were thinking about it. Maybe if it was a certain type of enemy, but there isn't any out of scale enemy I would want to take on with just Jeff and Ness right now.
Yeah, if you had a PSI user, like a real one, not Ness, it'd be a lot more tempting to me. Because there's a bunch of bosses. It's just like, oh, it's Everdread, oh, it's Guardian General, oh, it's Frankenstein Mark II. I have a freeze user, whatever. Let's go for it.
Let's see. fcoughlin has completed the sanctuary. That would be number 2. Yes. 2. Rainy Circle and Lilliput. They both have completed the same sanctuary so far.
Yeah, neither have done Giant Step yet.
All right. Oh, gotta don't forget which to talk to the guy before you go.
Every side boss. And Fred gets the bad news.
Making a save and then I assume diving.
Oh, are we also doing emotes for this one?
Yeah, we may as well. I mean, I got them, so I'll use them.
Use them if you got them. And then the eraser erased the eraser.
Nope, if Coughlin passes on that bomb.
It's a nice bomb, Fred. You could have taken it. It's been interesting seeing people kind of develop a meta for which one of the presents they check. It seems like lockers are pretty low on people's tier lists.
Yeah, early on, they tend to be more bottle rockets or whatever that item is, which obviously if you don't have Jeff, it's not very useful.
Yeah.
But as you can see, when they can be a bomb, which anybody can use, or possibly bazookas or heavy bazookas.
Really just explosives in general are what you're looking for. Yeah, it's interesting. I think a lot of people don't remember that bombs can be used by people other than Jeff, too.
It's also important to, in PSI shuffle, extended shuffle seeds, that, that might be the only way you get a brain shock.
Right. The random Jeff items are good for selling, or in extended PSI shuffle, they're actually just good.
Right. I'll see how this Trilliage Sprout fight goes for fcoughlin.
It's got a lot more firepower. I think it's going to be a bit easier.
It should be, yes. And OneFreeFitz placing the zombie paper.
And unlike Fred, Fitz doesn't have things to go zoom off and do, so I expect he's gonna go clear out that check next. Of course, you have to finish this one first. There's nobody in the hotel.
Alright. Stonehenge down. We will see how important it is.
I was expecting it to pop up, and then I remembered you have to walk out of the room and talk to Tony before you get anything. That's one of the fun ones when you see someone run this for the first time. They get really nervous that they didn't get the item. It's almost as bad as Moonside.
Point of Slumber, not the worst.
Yeah, coins are good.
Oh, Meteorite piece. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's rough for Fred. Though they still don't have Paula, so the Meteorite piece, like if they're going for a Magic Can't Win, you don't need this. And if you're not going for Magic Can't Win, you need Paula.
Yeah, and that Pebble mentioning out about being able to erase extra erasers if you have them in loose key items.
Yeah, it would be cute. I agree.
I enjoyed being able to use multiple meteorite pieces.
Does that accomplish anything besides just
getting rid of it?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, if you happen to use it before you go through that cutscene, he will happily accept all of them.
That's kind of funny. Are there other items you can do that to? I'd assume there's quite a few.
I tried Key to the Shack. That was a big no. I haven't really found anything else like that.
Huh. I bet Cabin... Oh, maybe not Cabin Key. Oh, I think that Sprite despawns.
And paralyze out on Loki.
Bear Loki? Yeah, it'll make this fight quite easy. Yep, gets right through it.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you. Okay, and here is the Mook. Department Store Spook. Has Freeze Epsilon, which is not horribly dangerous, though would kill off Jeff.
It is gone.
I think that boss would be just significantly more dangerous if it wasn't so weak to freeze. That really puts a handicap in its threatening.
That's probably the deal with a lot of bosses.
Yeah, that's the entire game, right? But I think that one specifically, like a Psy Shield or freeze immunity, would really Because it has good PSI, which is the other thing the threatening boss needs. Oh, and Fred's gonna take the gamble and not get the Saturn Valley teleport.
Yeah, it's usually not that risky. I mean, this definitely is next, I would say.
Yeah, I think Fred's done almost everything except for Giant Step, so this should just be the next thing in logic.
Plague Rat of Doom can be spicy.
Yeah, we're not going to be so deep into the seed that Plague Rat has Diamond Eyes Bite, though. Probably isn't even enough to have a Poison Bite. Yeah, you don't really tend to see the Diamond Eyes Bite in a race percent.
Oh, we got Foppies.
Get your Foppy emotes in chat.
Oh no, do we have those?
I don't think anyone has those.
I don't think I do.
It seems like something the Earthbound community would do.
I have a cat rubbing against the microphone.
Excellent. Restreamer also has cats running around. Shoutouts to Derek. I don't have any cats. I have a Roomba. It's the opposite.
fcoughlin uses the iframes to get past the Guardian.
Always a nice heads-up play. I like when people do that. And here's that rat we've heard so much about. I don't think this rat's gonna be much of a threat. It's kind of getting clowned on.
Especially when it gets solidified.
Yeah, the solidify sticks.
Solidify, fail.
Nice and clean rat fight.
That's a 50-50 roll for it to be able to move even if after solidified, is that right?
Yep, that's right. Bosses have 50% chance of getting the move instead. There's an old balance change. When the only speedrunner who'd run this was Aureliux. So I was like, oh, I better take this guy's advice. It seems, oh, Dulam. That's probably gonna be Paula. Yeah, probably take this guy's advice. He seems to know what he's talking about.
I've just noticed we haven't really found any repel sandwiches.
Oh yeah, good point.
Or if we have, I've missed them. Ran boobs, yeah. Ran boobs can be a little difficult, but they didn't come with a mushroom. That's at least nice.
Yeah, the mushroom's the scary part. It makes the rest of this much harder. The mobile sprouts are basically just support. The magnets can kind of wear you down. Yeah, so Fred's gonna have 4-cent go mode, assuming that Dalam is Paula. Oh, is that a repel?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a double burger.
Double burger. I mean, that's a good, almost full heal item, probably certainly for Paula.
Yeah, I think it's like 90 HP. I want to say.
Yeah, that's basically a full heal.
Yeah, that's all of Paula's health.
Oh, it's your favorite boss, Guardian General.
Guardian General ends up with triple HP in Sanctuary slots, and you see how little that helped.
That is fcoghlin's third sank.
Yeah, just needs to clear out Giant Step and pick up the probable Paula, and he's got go mode. Now, if there's a well, there really isn't a place that he could be picking up another Sanctuary unlock item quickly. So I think Gygus is probably the play. Though I'd be really tempted to go do like Everdread or something and see if there's a Garrett key.
Right. Yeah, that would probably be the one.
Yeah, I usually advise. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, although not in these settings, that does also open up the extra shop. These settings, that shop won't be as advantageous.
Oh yeah, it'll have secret herbs most likely. So that's necessary if you're going to try to do the guy, I guess. But the lack of repel sandwiches makes me really want to just go digging, even though I normally would advise against digging for a sank.
Yeah, I would, and I would probably go back to Tucson to get Paula's mom's item.
Oh yeah, I hear.
A repel.
Yeah, I hear that, and insignificant item might also. Also, Dalam has a bunch of presents. Might go loot all of those while you're here. It'd be a really good play if the items were scaled, because this is like the last place to go, and they're a bunch of easy items. But with the unscaled items, it is just pulls at the lottery. I think I'll get an actual lottery. They have the Sanchez Brothers open right now.
What kind of items can we get from that in Scramble?
What kind of items can you get from that in vanilla?
I don't even know.
Exactly. In vanilla, it's what is it? A chick, PSI caramel, fruit juice, and something. Skip sandwich. And in Scramble, it's... I think it's better, but it's scaled and random. And also still not worth it.
Let's see, fcoughlin is just going straight to the sanctuary, getting some inventory cleanup and equipment done.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, you have to do this anyway. The big thing you're hoping for is repel sandwiches, and there are a couple of presents in here. I don't think I've ever seen anyone go into the little side caves and pick up presents, though. I don't remember which ones have them.
Yeah, I think there's only... Are there 3 or 2 of them? I think there's only 2 of them that have it.
Yeah, I have no idea. Fitz is in Dalam too, but looks to be heading over to the meditation sequence. This is a possible sanctuary access. It could be Lost Underworld. I like how he wrapped around the Star Master. That's that's a different way to do it.
Ooh, car painter. He will not be around long.
Turn back to normal.
That is the 4th sank.
It sure is. And on Fitz's side, we get to watch Pooh's arms and legs get ripped off. Good luck with that, Pooh.
I think Lila Veer is right on the caves. In Giant Step that have items.
Yeah, I think it's first cave. And I have no idea on others. I believe Lilo, but... just because I would expect Lilo might know this.
Oh, I missed the teleport.
Oh, me too. I have to eagle eye on his teleport menu.
Deep darkness. Ooh.
Deep darkness. More like deep darkness.
If I had it, I would load up on money and go see what's there.
Oh yeah, well with the unscaled
repel.
items and low shop scaling, I don't even think that's worth it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Again, I forgot about that part.
Okay. There was repels into the Saturn Valley cave, which helps. It looks like Fred's also going to check this Saturn.
Saturn might have them too. Oh, a Viper.
Oh, it's got a Viper. Well, that's always nice.
That might be 2 repels then? Not sure.
Yeah, I think it feels like 2-ish.
So OneFreeFitz is still in Meteorite Hunt, not knowing that he just missed out on it against Trillinger Sprout at the bottom of the Stonehenge base.
Yeah, definitely go for the Meteorite hint. If you don't know, you can do Andonuts check and go into the thing, and then he'll ramble a little bit, and near the end of it, he'll say something that tells you where it is. If you mash through it, you might get misled, but it should be pretty clear if you actually read. I know reading an RPG is hard, but...
Especially with Yikes speed.
Yeah, well, you don't have to mash as fast as you can, which I know is a hard thing to do, but you gotta have some challenge in the randomizer, even if that challenge is not mashing.
Yeah, Derek Fitz doesn't have the Meteorite piece, did not complete Stonehenge. I mean, it could be good, but it's gonna be like end of scale items, but those aren't that high. Oh, wow. 5 sank open.
5 sank open.
6 sank open, excuse me.
Oh, what happened there?
Belch base gave the... I'm sorry, Belch on the Everdread gave the Hawkeye.
That
no,
they don't have the shyness
we don't
book.
have the shyness book yet. My apologies. Yep.
Yeah. I was thinking about that, but there's
We need another
like it's
item.
most likely going to open quickly, but there's so many checks that could lead you to it.
Right. We need to, it could be, we might have to go to the mines or that diamond or moonside or wherever.
Yeah, exactly. Diamond's a quick check. You could get lucky.
Yeah, the shops are all scaled out at, or the item level is capped at, what, 35? Right?
Yeah, it's at 35. So flags this week. This is the last of them, so you don't need to memorize this. Are max item level 35, unscaled presents, unscaled NPC items, and 30% enemy spawns. Looks like we're still in ad break, but in a few seconds we can tell everyone to get their guesses in. And those few seconds are over. Welcome back, everyone who was on ad break. You missed Fred doing some preparation and item hunting. You missed Fitz finding the Hawkeye and a teleport to Deep Darkness. Fred's on the way over to do Gygus. Fitz doesn't have the meteorite piece still, so cannot do that. Fitz's best bet right now is finding some sort of extra sank access. Ideally, the shyness book, because that'll give him 6 sank. Yeah, Fred's on the way, so get your Gygus assistant guesses in. I think it's gonna be Frank.
Yeah, I think that's a good guess. I'm gonna go for Kraken. We did see Frankenstein. Frankenstein was at Lilliput.
Fitz got the mine item check, but I didn't see what it was.
Same for me. I did not see it, but
Chat, help us out.
apparently it is not worth Fitz's time right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet like Monkey Invitation or something. I do not think we've seen Clumsy Robot. Anyone who hasn't guessed yet, you've got seconds left.
So excited. I can't wait to see what
I know.
the Apple of Enlightenment could not predict.
Usually not. And Fitz is taking that diamond check. Makes sense to me. It's very quick. Oh, it's Barf.
It's
like you said, the Apple of Enlightenment could not predict this.
Nor could chat.
Nor could chat, nor could we.
We tried.
I don't think the Apple of Enlightenment tried very hard. Alright, so it's Barf and Gygus. I think Barf's a pretty reasonable Gygus assistant. Like, you're just gonna get barfed on and then probably beat him.
Yeah, the most dangerous thing he can do is probably the continuous attack.
Yeah, even that, I mean, depending on scaling and your defense items, it's not that bad. That one's actually just a regular strength bash twice.
Ooh.
So if you have good defense items, it really cuts off its effectiveness very quickly. And there's Barf. Yeah, so it's always possible that Gygus is just really spicy. I don't think Fred has OK pendants, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I saw them.
Yeah.
Just secret herbs, which isn't great, but...
Yeah, they're unreliable and they don't heal you to full. So it's not safe, but a good start for this fight. Everyone's still up at least.
Ooh, who is feeling strange?
I don't like to see that. I see Fitz is going through Deep Darkness. Must have just gotten... So I missed what the diamond item is, but I see Fitz in Deep Darkness, so I'm gonna have to say it was probably that shyness book.
Yeah, otherwise this wouldn't be anything, right?
Right. It'd be Flying Man or Teddy Bear. Or maybe you just really want Flying Man, but I'm gonna assume this...
I guess is spicy.
So are these eels.
Oh, those are... Yeah, we don't have a Franklin badge.
Yikes. How much was the thunder hitting for?
Oh, I was looking at the thunder on the eels. I'm not sure about the thunder. The
24 for guy. I guess that's no biggie.
But the freeze looked like it was high. I think we took 100 damage.
Ouch.
Unless that was like a reflect or something.
Yeah, it looks like Fitz is gonna wipe to these slugs. So, might be a path forward, but it might be hard to actually tread this path.
Yeah, so I did see somebody did 367. Yeah, Fitz has taken the death. Yeah, you'd almost have to have repels. Well, I mean, you could spawn and respawn and respawn.
Yeah, well, there's so many dungeons between Fitz and the end that I think it makes more sense just to take some fights and get on top of those levels. Though,
right, phase 3, we have not a lot of HP.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that is a full strength freeze.
Yeah, that's actually not full strength.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's full enough strength.
Yeah, it's plenty, but full strength is 180-ish.
That's going to wipe Paula, I believe.
I think they got the... Oh, nope, you're right. And we got secret herbs. Not how you want to run it. Oh, we got a cup there.
One cup and one secret herb?
Yeah. Oh, revived. You're going to... Oh, you should have skipped prayer.
Oh, well.
Alright, well, you just gotta hope now.
Paula's feeling strange, too, so...
Yeah, that's rough. If she has revive items, there's a decent chance that they hit someone.
Oh, well, they hit someone, it just didn't work.
Hooray! Earthbound is a well-designed game. Yeah, I think continuing to... Oh, no effect on Gygas.
Yeah.
This stinks, but continuing to do it is probably the play. Looks like he's going for prayers.
Well, we gotta get, like, 7 more of those off, I think.
Yeah, I would keep using secret herbs here. I don't think you're gonna get through 7 rounds of Gygas doing nothing, missing with thunder, and using flash. Though that's 2 so far, so who knows.
Fitz is going to Moonside. Looks doable.
Moons.
Did not work.
Good luck, Fred.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah.
And the reset.
Oh, Fred's got quite a reset graphic there.
Yeah, that looks like that might be like a flash cart for like hardware or something.
Yeah, that seemed hardware-y, or a very fancy emulator trick.
Well, I mean, this race isn't over yet with the spicy as Gygas it seems to be.
Yeah, it's Fitz still doesn't have a clean path forward. It looks like there is a 6 sank path, but it was very high level. And then Fred has Gygas, but Gygas was rough. It's still strange to me to see people walk past the Moonside food shop.
Yeah, I might check. I do tend to get brain food lunches from it. It usually is pretty high items, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a plus level shop. It used to be just like completely the meta back when you could buy repel sandwiches because it was very likely to have one. Like I understand why it's not everyone checking it anymore, but it's just kind of weird after all that time of people doing it.
It is hard to. It is fun to use. How about that?
Right. There's a reason I gave it plus level is because the shop's annoying. All the plus level shops have something wrong with them.
All right, Mondo Mole has been paralyzed, but we're still gonna use our heavy artillery on him because he can still heal himself. It looks like.
Mondo artillery.
Oh, offense up. That'll be useful. Yeah, why buy what you can steal, right, Pebble Possum?
Words to live by.
Yeah, I'm not sure what how we are on offensive items here, but I would probably just be bashing.
Against Barf or
Mondo. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
It takes a long time to menu.
Yeah, it's true. If you got him paralyzed, it'll take fewer turns to kill with PSI for sure, but Bash doesn't have an animation.
Well, Gygas did the same thing again. A light rockin' and a full rockin'.
The boss scripts are deshuffled, so better be doing the same thing.
Well, I mean, would he do the same first 2 turns each time?
Yep.
With the same strengths? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, all of the enemy... So there's a flag in PK Scramble. It's deshuffle boss scripts. I think that's what it's called. And it's on by default in all of the competitive flag sets. So race present and whatchamacallit, doc sets. What it does is it rolls 16 turns of that enemy's AI, and it'll just use those 16 moves in a cycle. And 16 is enough that you're not going to get to the end of the cycle, very likely. Yeah, so it'll be the same every time you get that boss. Even for the Mole Cave boss, where it's kind of silly, they'll all open the same thing. And the reason for that is just so that your race is more fair, like Pebble figured out already.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there are other RNG effects that are not covered by that. Like it's just the boss script. So big things that aren't covered by that are flash effects, where the thunder hits and freeze solidifies. Those you're not going to get the same every time. Those are just completely random. So, you know, if you get hit by first turn, Gygas hits everyone and solidifies, might as well just run that back. That's just horrible luck. You're not going to have that same luck 2 times in a row.
Speaking of horrible luck, we have feeling strange, and nauseous.
Yeah, that's not good. Each of those is a 1 in 8 chance of hitting you. But nauseous replaces the... so this is safe flash beta is the flag. That makes flash beta do something to you instead of killing you, and at least it didn't kill you.
I thought fcoughlin was going to take the chance on the brain shock there, but we don't want to do it for the when it will reset.
Right. So this is actually a different Gygas than this one, and then it's this one for the rest of the fight. The other background change doesn't do it. Nope. Hopefully gets that brain shock. Nope, that's not going to go through. Might just be a full wipe.
Yeah, we're feeling strange for Ness too.
Yeah. Oh, there was a luck. Oh wow. Nice. Okay.
There's a chance again.
Yeah. I don't think healing is the right move there, Fred.
Oh, we're just crying at least.
Yeah. So one thing that's useful when you have these really rough Gygas fights is to actually not pray and take a turn to like stabilize stuff, heal your other party members and so forth.
Yeah, this is definitely, and we did use one to get Pooh up, it looks like.
Yeah. Having Paula have an actual action is useful. Not having the big long prayer sequence letting people's HP roll down is really useful. Okay, you got the feeling strange off. That is going to be a big help. Really need to get Ness's HP up though, because
yeah, or we need to give up on Ness and let Pooh heal. But we only have
Pooh only has 3 PP and a bottle of water. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 2 heals, I think, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I would certainly do that right now.
Yeah. Start with a bottle of water. I would probably have Pooh heal Ness and then Ness try to unstrange himself. Yeah, Burger to Ness would have made this a little more likely. We're all backseating. Oh, and there goes the reason why you want a healer. Yeah, these freezes without
any okay pendant.
Yeah, rough. Oh, and that's just a wipe. Oof, unfortunate.
Well, we seem to have a bit of a spicy ant fight here too on OneFreeFitz' side at the top of the Monotoli Tower.
That is not as appetizing as the spicy sprout you told me about earlier.
Yeah, I don't really want any ants, much less spicy ones.
I actually have had ants, chocolate-covered ants specifically.
Oh,
yeah, they're tart.
Well, we got through it though.
Yep.
I hope this was worth it. We're gonna probably we might get Flying Man.
Flying Man's always nice to see. That was just a teddy bear.
The worst.
Yeah, Lilo, chocolate-covered ants taste kind of like chocolate-covered raisins, but instead of chewy, they're just like chocolate and sour.
That is a signed banana. That is a 5th Sank.
That looks really good for Fitz, honestly. Looks like Coughlin is also proceeding onwards, though.
Yeah, we've decided that Gygus is just not the way we want to go. This is another one of those races where, as having tried and failed on Gygus twice, you must just be waiting for your opponent to finish. Yeah,
definitely.
Deciding, if I go this way, am I just giving up? But
right. And we know that this is just the Hawkeye, so it's not actually helpful to Fred at the moment. Yeah, I would say that Fitz is now in the lead.
Fitz does have all of the sanctuaries yet to do, but yeah, this is a lot of backtracking or logic finding to go through, I should say.
Oh, did Fitz not do Giant Step?
Fitz has not done. I don't have him marking as having done Giant Step or Milky Well, but it's possible.
Oh, okay. Okay, that lets Fitz a little further behind then. Just doing the sanctuary and leaving is not that hard. So Fitz actually has 7 sanctuaries unlocked, is that right?
If we're correct that he has the Shyness book, yes.
Wow. I really hope that this item is the carrot key. That'd be, just, full access, go everywhere.
Yep, that's confirmed. Lila did a stream snipe to confirm it.
Thank you, Lila.
Yeah, it's probably not going to, I just think, like, logic-wise, we're probably going to need to get the thing to send us to Summers and give us a tiny ruby and stuff before we get that last item, but you never know.
Oh, just yeah.
Available, it doesn't have to be in order, right?
Right. If this item is carrot key, then all of the other item unlocks that are remaining just have to go in a giant loop of uselessness. But, that's possible.
All right, Kraken for the 5th Sank.
Probably good looking Kraken. But I do worry about the lack of eyes.
Kraken can be paralyzed, is that correct?
Yes. I don't remember what the odds of it succeeding are, but it does basically shut Kraken down. Also, it's kind of weird that Kraken appears to have 2 fangs in the side of his head. Maybe it's just weird perspective, I don't know.
Strange profile shot.
Yeah.
Oh, we did not get a heal after the tower, so.
Oh yeah, I think Pebble's the one who's been trying to convince me that there should be a heal up there. Oh wow, that's a tornado.
Tornado.
Yeah, that's one of the things that goes away if you. Fitz is just going to try to power through. Yeah, tornado's one of the things that. Okay, Fred has the Shyness book and the Hawkeye, but does not know how to get to Deep Darkness.
Right, that was the Pooh television. Right, I believe.
Yes, it is meditation sequence. Also, I was saying the Kraken paralysis gets rid of Tornado. The only thing it can do when it's paralyzed is use Flash. And Fred's still digging?
OneFreeFitz gonna get the meteorite hit.
Okay, Fitz
Be
is learned how to
very
hint.
disgusted.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna go for this. There's so many sanctuaries open.
I just imagine going for this and then getting the spicy Gygus.
Oh, that'd be rough. Unless Fitz forgot that he has some of these sanctuaries open. Fitz definitely has 5 sank ability.
Right. We tried cracking and got our kitchen, our clocks cleaned, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Tried to make it to Tenda Village, got our clocks cleaned.
That is true. The clocks are very clean today.
Speaking of clocks, Moonside.
Moonside! That's not a clock, that's a fire hydrant.
Oh, that's true. Maybe we'll see one.
Everyone keep your eyes out for clocks. Get your clock emotes ready. Oh yeah, they do have an overhead sprite. And Fitz finds the 4th sank after finding 2 higher level ones, or routes to them. Remember when this seemed like it was going to be a really fast seed?
Yeah, we were. I mean, if we could have got through Gygus, we would have been under 50 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I think it was probably doable too. It was just hard.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room for. There's not much forgiveness if the bad things happen and you don't take care of it, or you're not able to take care of it.
Yeah, I've seen some people get really good at the Gygus crisis management, but like when you're panicking about it, it's just hard to do.
All right, Milky Will down for OneFreeFitz.
Fred's just thinking about moles.
Well, so Fitz did not get the Absorb the Land, so still would need to go do Giant Step.
Yep.
And then decide on which 5th and 6th sank we'll be going for, or if we're going for 5th and 6th. Or 7th.
Yeah, or 7th. The Kraken was about as hard as those zap eels that he found, so I would definitely go for the Kraken.
Yeah, and that might have been certainly more doable with full resources.
Right, he didn't have a full heal before then. Did Fitz manage to get just barely pickled?
Looks that way.
That's rough.
Fuzzy pickles, everyone.
Those pickles. That's not appealing, honestly. I don't really like pickles in the first place, but fuzzy ones, no.
There's never a good scenario where the pickles are fuzzy.
Oh, no.
That is Moonside done for fcoughlin. He's going to get the lovely news that it is the yogurt dispenser.
Yeah, what a wild goose chase. But if he actually follows up on this, and then that is gonna get him to his 5th sank. Yeah.
And then we're basically tied, I would say. Depends on how quickly it goes.
Yeah, Fitz might be in the lead, actually, because Giant Step is definitely quicker than Monotoli.
Ooh, there's an okay pendant.
Oh, there you go. Turn around and do Gygus, not that he has access to it. It also means Fred could have gotten that. Like, he's been past there ages ago.
Oh,
Looks like Fred's decided
I'm back
for Gygus again. There have been a good number of levels since, so this is, this is reasonable. You can go give this a shot with what you've gained.
Resume?
I saw someone misread that as resume. Quite. Alright, well, good luck, Fred. Gygus times the charm. And Fred's back in the Cave of the Past, so everyone please get your guesses in for who the assistant is going to be. Wait.
Maybe it'll change.
Maybe it'll change. Wouldn't that be cursed?
Well, hopefully, yeah, so now knowing this, how Gygus is open here, it probably is worthwhile to get the PSI shield out, at least for Paula if we don't have Sigma.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
Oh.
I think she probably does have Sigma. I see her with over 100 HP.
Lila, you're pointing out fcoughlin is
Didn't
not
heal.
full healed.
Ooh.
Something you forget about when not going there after doing your last sync or the Star Master.
That's gonna be rough. Did he save?
I don't know.
I really hope he saved.
Yeah, it did save, but didn't heal.
Yeah. That not saving is an even bigger disaster than not healing.
Alright. Power absorbed on the OneFreeFitz side.
Alright, so Fitz has to decide Winters or looks like Foresight.
Looks like Foresight.
Yeah, so I think this is probably advantage Fitz. I think this dungeon plus Magic Ant is quicker than Gygas.
Yeah, I think it would be really close. It would be close if there's the reset.
Yeah, that's a really good call on Fred's side. Like, don't just sunk cost. Yeah, don't sunk cost fallacy that. Just accept that you lost 40 seconds and go for it.
And it's still probably pretty close.
Yeah. I don't think that 40 seconds is gonna be the difference.
Magic Ant, and who knows what's waiting for us on the side of Magic Ant. Usually the Magic Ant boss is higher than the Gygas boss. So.
It's always now. Should be always now.
Right. Depending on which boss it is, it might be a lot worse, or it could be like a. I'm trying to think of what we haven't seen, but somebody really weak to freeze.
Yeah. There are joke bosses, though it's not actually in the safe boss slots, so it could be Carbon Dog or
Carbon Dog or Nightmare, and
yeah.
Boy, we don't want to see that if that's the way we chose to go.
No, not really. I think it's going to be pretty high level too, just because there's so many high level things over here already. Like Fitz is using a bazooka on a cockroach. I think that kind of indicates that he's in a high scaling area.
Yeah, I think bazooka. Well, yeah. Once I get to like laser gun, I start to use that instead of bazooka.
Yeah, I'd have to see the damage numbers.
I don't know exactly how it rolls out, but
there isn't actually a good solid rule for it, because your attack is going to take into account the enemy's defense, and the bazooka is not.
Right.
So even if you have Gaia Beam, if the enemy has enough defense, then still bazooka.
Say the use bazookas on roaches. Flamethrowers perhaps instead if we had extended shuffle.
Yeah, extended PSI shuffle is good for getting rid of those roaches. Though sometimes you don't get something very good. Like, I'm pretty sure bazooka and rocket launcher are both equally bad choices.
Man,
flamethrower is good.
Oh my goodness. We got 3 numbs and 1 feeling strange.
Wow. Well, there's the evenizer that Fred needed to just make this rough. I also see Kraken is coughing fire. Shoutouts to everyone running skill tree and finding out about that. Wow.
So the good news is we got the paralyze off. The bad news is we can't just attack.
Right. I think Fitz has got enough PP to freeze through this. It'll just take a while. Oh no, the enemy's already able to move. The enemy is numb and cannot move.
It's a great set of text.
Yeah.
fcoughlin did get a shield off this time and makes it to phase 2 in a little bit better shape than previous.
Yeah, it looks pretty solid. I think it's really just the amount of Gygas in the way more than danger. Oh, another shield does not help here though.
Now only if you get feeling strange and
jeez.
Attack, I guess, but
that is an extremely pessimistic thing to be doing. Wow, high rolling on Paula for exactly her HP. You love to see it. You don't like to see it.
No. Let's see if OneFreeFitz checks the Magnet Hill item here.
Maybe it could be Carrot Key. If it's Carrot Key, I'd go for it. Like, that's just faster than Magic Ant every time.
For sure. That is the Magic Ant teleport. It is a tiny ruby. No, I don't want it either.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, though I would be so tempted. What if it's carrot key? It's still probably faster, right?
It depends on repels, I would say.
Well, it's definitely not faster if it's not carrot key, so I don't think it's worth it.
That is true, yep. fcoughlin has made it to phase 3.
Wow. Well, nobody's confused yet, and oh.
Oh no, we're gonna lose. Oh, we did not lose poo. That's crucial. We can hopefully get the brain shock off.
I think phase 4 also starts with a freeze, if I remember right. So that might be hard to get that brain shock through. Yeah, it's another freeze.
Did.
Yeah, I think that's the roughest part about this guy.
Oh,
I guess is
the brain shock did go.
Wow, all right, but is Paula... Okay, Paula's not confused for once.
Paula's up.
For everyone coming back from ads, Fred just barely got into a confused third phase of Gygus, and Fitz just got into Magic Ant via the sewers sanctuary. And the item over there was the Tiny Ruby, which he did not take. Alright, Fitz is slowly getting ready to... Okay, a little more stable. Got plenty of PP.
Yep, this is going to be close.
Yeah, so before the patch that made it so that the alternate win condition Magic Ant boss was always after Gygus, I would say this is easily Fitz. But since that patch is in, I have no idea.
Yeah, and it looks like we're out of repels, so...
Ooh.
We're going to have to do some despawn magic.
I hate to see it.
These are pretty heavy spawn plates.
Yeah, we are on 30% spawns. I don't think Fitz has actually despawned those two question marks a single time, though. He hasn't been going far enough down.
Oh, they're Mr. Molecules. Those shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah. Of all the things in Magic Ant, these are the ones you'd like to see the most. Alright. Fred's on to the final two prayers. Using those safety heals, good choices.
Yeah, with the PP to spare, you certainly want to do it. Ooh, we dodged that one. And
there you go. Right? Final prayer. So this will be ending one way. Oh, it's a nightmare. So this will be ending in like 50 seconds. So get your GGs ready. We're not yet sure who it's going to be because it still is possible to beat the Magic Ant boss in under a minute.
It's 83 seconds from the final prayer.
83 seconds. There you go. So Fitz doesn't know it, but he has 83 seconds to do this.
We're going to find out real quick if there's a chance.
Shout out to our V-streamer who's not getting a crunchy stream even though Fred is getting crunchy stream.
He is starting out with his typical psychic shield. He's asleep.
He's asleep. Yeah, it helps a lot. Just make sure not to wake up the nightmare. I didn't know you could even hypnotize the nightmare.
I'll get those GGs out for fcoughlin. Looks like we're going to take the victory.
Wow, that was close.
114.49.
Yeah. Let me go see if anybody wants to get the interviews.
Nightmare fight is going pretty well for OneFreeFitz. Uh-oh. I had to say something.
Uh-oh. I looked away. What happened?
Ness is feeling strange and...
Oh, dear.
And Paula paralyzed, not the worst thing, but
Welcome in, Fred Coughlin. How's it going? Good job on the run.
Thank you. That was evil.
way to persevere.
Yeah, that was a struggle.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was definitely rough. I think it was definitely the major bit there, but just trying to get through that Gygus and then having the issue be at like phase 2 to phase 3, not right away. Okay, everyone's dying. That was the major painful time sink there.
Yeah, I noticed that phase 3 and 4 both started out with a freeze. So when you were praying between them, it you got 2 freezes in a row every single time.
Yep, it just was not cooperating there. So I was like, okay, lovely. So got lucky there.
Two heavy freezes.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get out of here because I cannot do this right now rather than throw my head against the wall over and over and over. And I was like, okay, I'm going for Magicant. Oh, here's a Hawkeye. Here's a Shyness book. No, you're not going to Magicant. Then finally, once Paula got the Psy Shield, I was like, you know what? Let's go back and see if that'll give us enough boost to try to break through. And we got lucky enough there in that final round.
Yeah, you handled it well in the last one, and you made a good call for when you had enough levels to be able to do it. Though you were actually 1 check away from the other options opening up in 2 different directions. If you did the meditation sequence, you would have had Deep Darkness.
You son of a monkey.
And if you did, Monotoli Building, you would have gotten the sewers, Sign Banana.
Yes. You see, if I had done Deep Darkness, you probably would have gotten a 6 Sanctuary on this one. Because I would have almost certainly run through the rest of that.
So Fitz actually did get Deep Darkness and all that, that's of course, because that's how we know this. But had to turn around because just the regular enemies there were too dangerous.
Oh, yuck. Fair enough. Yeah, so maybe I wouldn't have been able to do that after all. Maybe that would have been 7 and 8. I didn't pay attention there to the cycle of the credits, but
oh yeah, I didn't either. I think that was 7 and 8 though, just because Fitz
just
did 5. Yeah. Well, I guess it could be 6 and 7, but yeah.
Yeah, that was something. So, whew. Kept looking over to the race room. Okay, is he done yet? Can I forfeit? Is he done yet? Can I forfeit?
Yeah, it seems like that kind of seed. When you have multiple Gygus wives, it's always like, are they struggling too, or am I about to lose?
Exactly, and I was just like, okay, I am probably definitely losing here. I mean, it felt like it was good because they said, okay, here's 4 sanctuaries reasonably quickly. The hardest part was get Paula.
Yeah,
at least
for
me.
You had 3 sanks instantly.
Yeah, pretty much. I just had the 3 of them, then got the happy, all the pieces to get up to, not happy, but up to the Saturn Valley one. I never remember the official names. I just call them by the location that they're attached to typically.
Yeah,
and then I was like, okay, that's number 4. So I'm just missing Meteorite piece and I'm missing Paula. It's like, okay, that's not the usual combination you get to in here to decide whether or not you're ready to go, is having those 2 pieces being the missing 2. So when I went up to, after I beat the factory there, I was like, okay, I'm either getting Dalam or I'm getting something that leads me to, still have Foresight open, I'm going to be getting the Trout dispenser very soon. And it turned out to be Dalam for Paula there. And I was like, okay, I just got to go. Come on, Fitz, you got this. Oh
no, Fitz.
Yeah, feeling strained, just lack of resources.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ness was trying to life up with not enough PP for it. And there's the forfeit.
Oh, that's rough. Well fought, Fitz. And well done, Fred. You get to continue on in the tournament. I have not checked who your next opponent is.
You just had me trying to check that myself here to see who's fallen down. It's gonna be I haven't seen the update. Oh boy.
Yes. I have not updated the sheet, but yeah, you get to go up against Sitake next. And next week the flags are going to be random start locations, teleport anywhere, and return mice.
Oh, fun.
Joy!
enjoy. Yeah.
I'm
So
going to try a couple of those out here. That sounds interesting as a flag set there.
yeah, those are some popular ones among certain people, such as Temple, who's already in chat, being like nice. So yeah, have fun with those flags. We'll have the scheduling threads out sometime later tonight. And yeah, more of these races next week. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Thanks for commentating with me, Girk. Thanks for running, Fred and Fitz. Thanks for
Good job, everyone.
restreaming, Derek. Thanks for chatting, chat. Anyone else have anything they want to say while I go find a person to raid?
Thanks a lot for the restream. I'm looking forward to watching it back. Well, I'm looking forward to listening to you two on watching it back. I don't know if I'm looking forward to actually watching the content, but I'm sure the two of you were very entertaining.
We were okay.
We were feeling the pain with you.
Yeah.
Right, but thanks a lot and take care.
Well, I don't see anyone that I'm sure would like to be rated, so I'm just gonna say we should call it.
All right, very good. Until next time, everyone.